If you guys need to go 12-0, complete spotlights challenges, complete spotlight sim challenges, domination, and even evolve cards, make sure to contact Rose NBA on Twitter. The link's in the description. So welcome back to another My League rebuild here on NBA 2K20. In today's video, we're going to be doing a video I have not done in a long time. Today, going to be doing an all legends fantasy draft rebuild. Now, if you guys don't know basically how I do these rebuilds, I select a random team. We're doing a fantasy draft. Pretty much every legend from the NBA is in this roster. I hope it is. I looked over the roster. It seems like a really solid one. There shouldn't be any doubles either, which tended to piss me off when I used to do these. And there was always like two LeBron Jameses, like a 30-year-old one and like a 26-year-old one, and like two Michael Jordans, like a 32-year-old one and 28-year-old one, or whatever that may be. Hopefully there are no doubles in today's video. Hopefully it's just the prime of every single player. I basically select a random team as always. I don't know what order the picks are in, so that's why I do a random team. I mean, it doesn't really matter if we get lucky, if we don't, whatever it may be. I then obviously just do a normal rebuild, try to win 3 championships. The thing about rosters like this is like your 9th and final guy, or like even though your 11th or 12th guy in your rotation, is going to be making borderline a max contract. So what you have to do in these is you do have to turn off salary cap. And my rules for this are basically I can only sign 190 plus overall per offseason after I draft my team. And then I'm also allowed to re-sign my guys, whatever that may be. So we're going to go ahead and do this today. I'm going to close my eyes and we're just going to select a team at random. I'm going to go ahead and stop in 3, 2, and 1. We're going to end up with the Brooklyn Nets. Maybe we'll get lucky with a pick. Maybe we will not. So let's see who goes. Michael Jordan goes number 1 overall. We're going to end up with a pretty good pick in this draft. I'm really liking Shaq. I went into this saying I wanted to draft Shaq, but then again, like Shaquille O'Neal is here. Or Jesus Christ, Bill Russell. I meant not Shaquille O'Neal. Oh, I just love Shaq so much though. 28, 2 years, 2 years. I just love Shaq. I'm going to take Shaq. I also always make 3 selections and then I go on from there. So I never really make a ton of these picks. Ooh, prime Derrick Rose, 24-year-old Derrick Rose. I also try to get guys that really aren't in the NBA today. So, like, I know Derrick Rose is in the NBA today. So, like, that's maybe why I'm leaning towards Penny Hardaway. Do I want to bring back Penny and Shaq? Not a bad idea right there. Ooh, Paul Pierce. I love me some Paul Pierce as a Celtics fan. Let's see. Prime Melo's here. Tony Parker's here. I'm between Paul Pierce, Derrick Rose, and Penny Hardaway. Screw it. I'll bring back Shaq and Penny. We'll do Penny Hardaway just because Derrick Rose is in the NBA today, so that's why I maybe don't want to go with that. So now I'm looking for either a shooting guard, power forward, or small forward for my final pick here. Dennis Rodman, but he's 35. I don't know if I love that. Damn, prime Dwight Howard could be fun. Like who's here? JoJo White, George Meehan. See, like, there's not a huge... Like, Chris Mullins here, that would obviously be pretty nice. All right, let's take Chris Mullins. I'm going to let it sim the rest of the draft for me, and I'll see you guys once the team's ready at the start of the first year. So the rest of our roster ended up looking like this. They drafted Fat Lever for us and Sean Kemp. So I don't know who's our shooting guard. Oh, we got Michael Redden here. Is he starting at our shooting guard spot for us? Oh, they want Penny Hardaway to play shooting guard, actually. It's an interesting idea. I mean, Penny Hardaway, yeah, 6'7". Maybe I'll just move Penny to shooting guard and make it. Oh my God, I'm having a stroke. Make it even easier. He does go up to a 97 overall there, so I'm excited to roll with Penny and Shaq for this video. I'm hoping it honestly works out. I will go around the league and show you guys other teams in here as well. I only do 9-man rotations, so I'm not going to give Shaq a backup, but Kelly Trupicka is going to get traded for a backup point guard. I have no idea who this is, to being totally honest. Bob Dandridge, I think I've heard of once or twice, but I am going to trade this Kelly Trupicka. I'm sure he was amazing if he's in this roster. He's probably unbelievable. He's also 34 years old in the final year of his deal, and I don't need a 3rd shooting guard off my bench. So that's kind of my reason for that. Michael Redd's more than a serviceable backup in this league. So I am looking for a point guard at this point. Again, it doesn't have to be anybody amazing like John Collins in this roster. Johnny Moore, again, don't really know who that is, to be totally honest. It's Jeff Hornacek. Zaire Ryder, Michael Cooper. BJ Armstrong is in the final year of his deal, so I don't love trading for a guy in his final year, but like I can always go ahead and probably make a trade very similar to that if I don't get him back. So BJ Armstrong, welcome to Brooklyn, going to be our new backup point guard. I do like Penny at the point guard spot a little bit more, but overall wise, he's going to be better at shooting guard, and I think I do want Fat Lever to start at the point guard spot. So, yeah, this is going to be the rotation. I'm not really going to touch it much in the first year. I'm going to go ahead and just distribute these minutes like as much as I want to. And then I will go ahead and show you guys basically the rest of how the league is looking. Yeah, it's just weird like having Al Horford, Ricky Pierce not getting any minutes on this team. Henry Bibby, I don't know who that is. Bam Adebayo is not even playing at all. It's just weird. So we're going to go 36 here to Shaq. Sean Kemp can play like... This is like an insane defensive front court. I mean, that's just absolutely nuts. Chris Mullin going to play about 34 a night. Penny Hardaway, 36. And then 35 here to Fat Lever. So that's how the rotation is going to look for the first season. I'm actually going to go ahead and send Bam Adebayo down to the G League. Doing this could potentially boost his trade value. I believe he should have one more year under contract here. Yes, he does. So maybe I can throw him in some sort of trade. Rotation's all set. I'll just quickly, if you guys want to pause at any point in time, feel free to pause and look at any of these rosters. I'm obviously not going to really look through them too much. But yeah, excited to do one of these rebuilds. Have not done one of them in a minute. Again, I try to get guys who are not really in the NBA today, or if they are in the NBA, try to get like their prime version of them. I just think it makes it a lot cooler and a lot more fun. So that is going to be it for all the teams. We are led by Shaq and Penny Hardaway. They were a dynamic duo in Orlando. Let's see if we can win a championship. I'll see you guys at the end of the first year. Would you look at that? Shaq does win the MVP award here at the end of the first season. 26 points for him, 13.5 boards, 1.5 assists, 1.5 steals, 2.5 blocks is impressive. We go 53 and 29 on the year. Honestly, not that bad. Typically in these like historic fantasy draft rebuilds, you never have like unbelievable records just because everybody's so good. So like you win some teams you should beat and you lose to some teams you lose to some teams you should beat and you win some teams you beat some motherfucker. You understand my point. Jared Culver rookie of the year, dude doesn't even score any points. That's funny. George McGinnis, 6th man of the year for the Atlanta Hawks. Bill Russell, defensive player of the year in Oklahoma City. That looks weird. Luka Doncic, what the fuck? Okay, Ryan Saunders wins Coach of the Year. Is he the Timberwolves coach? Yeah, he is. So standings-wise on the year, led in score. Or excuse me, Jesus, I'm all over the place right now. We were the 1 seed here in the Eastern Conference. Minnesota was the 1 seed there in the West. Mark Price, Sidney Moncrief, Larry Bird, Vin Baker, David Cohens. I think it's either Cohens or Cowens. I'm not sure. Calvin Murphy, Joe Caldwell, Kenyon Martin. It's a pretty solid team. Player stats on the year led in scoring by Shaq. Penny Hardaway was a close second. Chris Mullin, Sean Kemp, Michael Redd, Fat Lever. Rebounds was Shaq. Assists was Penny Hardaway. So, I mean, I already mentioned it. I like Penny a lot more at the point guard spot. I just needed him at the shooting guard spot just for this year. I'll probably end up moving him back to point guard before all of you jump down my throat here in the comment section. So I will show you guys every team before I play them just because, I mean, every team's obviously different. Dave Bing, David Thompson, Julius Erving, Dennis Rodman, Nikola Jokic. That's a really solid 8 seed, but then again, there really aren't any bad teams are there. So, Battle of New York here in the first round. I'm trying to get the W here. That would be pretty ideal. I'll also try to remember to show you guys players that do retire at the end of like each season. It's kind of interesting to look at. You never know what legends we're kind of losing out here. So we do end up beating the Knicks in 6 games. We got Philadelphia here in round number 2. Charlie Scott, Klay Thompson, Kawhi Leonard, Dan Issel, David Robinson's a fucking stud. So they got a couple guys that are in the league today with Klay Thompson and Kawhi Leonard, but still think it's going to be a good matchup. Probably should still beat them, hopefully. David Robinson versus Shaq is a fucking hell of a matchup. We're up 3-1 here. And we do end up winning in 5. On to the Eastern Conference Finals, taking on the Washington Wizards. Jason Kidd, Clyde Drexler, Luka Doncic is in the starting lineup. Blake Griffin, Pau Gasol, Rip Hamilton, Damon Stoudemire, Tyson Chandler. That's a good team, but I just think Doncic is kind of outclassed right now. I mean, maybe in 10 years he'll be on this, but yeah, they're kind of outclassed. We are taking on Minnesota. I showed you their roster already, but I'll show you guys it one more time. Maybe we could 3-peat in this video. That would obviously be kind of nice. We are up 2-1 right now, 2-2. We go up 3-2, and of course, if I can hop in right now, you never know, especially one of these rebuilds, when you're going to make it back to an NBA Finals. So if I can do it here, I would obviously love to. Okay, we're not winning this one. Going to Game 7. A little bit nervous. We are in Minnesota. Minnesota just won a crucial Game 6 in Brooklyn. All right, it's kind of coming down to the wire right here. It's a 3-point game. I'll see you guys in there. I really should have hopped in when it was a 3-point game like a while ago, but that's just me being dumb. Oh my, that's okay. That's just not what I want to see, obviously. Give me the ball. Like, let's go. Shaq's got 18 points, 3 rebounds. Oh, that's Fat Lever, not Shaq. Okay. I'm just going to try to run the pick and roll with Shaq all day long. Okay, he's going to get that one to go. He's 23 points, 9 boards, 1 assist on the night. Still a 3-point game. Obviously got to try to do something here. I do want to get Sean Kemp back into the game. He's obviously a pretty key part of this. Penny Hardaway, I need some good defense right now. They're going to try to run a pick and roll. Oh, my God. Oh, my. Get the board, Shaq. Let's go. All right. I don't know who this is. Michael Redd. I'm just going to take the pick. Right down to the... Dude, that's a terrible pass on my part. See, this is where I get fucked up because I'm so bad already, but never mind when I'm facing legends. Even though I'm using legends, like, it's still just me being terrible at this game. Oh, my God. Shaq with the steal. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go right down. How is that not... Dude. He cut me off and bumped me. Are you kidding me? God damn it. Sidney Moncrief. That sucks. That really sucks. Probably going to end up losing this one. Shaq, if you're going to give me a pick, I need a good pick. All right, good post move, I guess. I mean, I would have been doing that the entire time, you know, if we were in a 2-point game, but we're not here. I'm just going to not play on-ball D. I don't know why Shaq's on Larry Bird. That's kind of crazy. Mark Price. Okay, we're going to foul Larry Legend. That's not ideal. He's one of the best shooters of all time. So, damn, looking like we're going to be taking the L here in Game 7 in Minnesota. Larry Bird hits the first one from the charity stripe, making it a 4-point game. That's all he really had to do anyways. So, yeah, we're going to take a timeout here. This one might be too little, too late. I kind of boofed that one, if we're being totally honest. Come on, like, let's go. I don't want to sit through this whole thing. Yep, I don't know what you're celebrating. You just lost the NBA Finals. Make sure the starters are in. That sucks. I mean, I wouldn't say I blew it, because, I mean, we're already in a 3-point game, and, I mean, I did make it a 5-point game. Yes, Larry Bird, one of the best players of all time, player of the game. That's very cool. Thank you. 31 for him on the night. He looks weird in a Timberwolves jersey. I can't see him in any jersey but a Celtics jersey, obviously. All right, come on now. Chris Mullen. Oh, brother. They're going to miss that. I'll see you guys at the Finals MVP. So we do end up losing the NBA Finals here in the first season. Partially my fault, partially just them being better. Larry Bird goes on to win Finals MVP. So we're now going to be looking for a big offseason. I think I am pretty content with where this team is at. Might sign 1 or 2 guys, maybe. I mean, depending. I mean, obviously, I can only sign 190 plus, but still, you're fired. I don't like Kenny Atkinson. Jock Vaughn's fine. You're fired, and you're fired. I don't need a trainer really, because who am I sending? Oh, give me the best, like one of the best coaches of all time. Oh, we still have a budget at our coaching set. That's kind of crap. That's kind of whack. All right, well, we're gonna sign Pop. God damn, I don't really have a lot of money. You fucking dick. All right, we're going to sign there. Again, don't have a ton of money really anywhere. 60K. Okay, he somehow accepted that. I don't really know what just happened, but it's cool. If we have any draft picks, I'm just going to try to trade them. We actually have the 3rd overall pick from the Clippers. Not really sure when I went ahead and got that, but the good thing is teams still value draft picks a lot, so maybe I can make a trade. Shaq's up to a 99 overall. Chris Mullen's really solid. I wouldn't mind maybe looking for a new point guard / shooting guard, Fat Lever. Could potentially be in one of those trades. If I were to do Fat Lever, pick 3, and then I'll throw in Al Horford. So, I mean, let's just see what we got here. We have 2 trade offers. That's cool. Do I have any more if I don't do Al Horford? We have 21 now. I mean, seriously, like Zion's an option? That's a little weird. Again, I would prefer a shooting guard. I would rather move Penny back to the point guard spot. Not seeing anybody unbelievable, though. Damian Lillard's an option, but again, not true. Ooh, Joe Dumars. He's 31 years old, though. That's a little tough. Dennis Johnson's here. Low-key kind of fuck with that. All right, give me Dennis Johnson. We also have to give another first-round pick, but we do acquire Dennis Johnson and Lou Williams. So Penny's going to stay at the shooting guard spot. I don't mind that whatsoever. I mean, he is going to put up double-digit assists, most likely, but it's fine with me. Bam Adebayo, welcome back. You're probably going to get traded, if we're being honest. So let's look at this team right now. It's really solid. Damn, we have a whole... Oh, wait, no, we got to get through qualifying offers and then see what it actually looks like. Yeah, we have a whole bunch of guys here, but this is a really solid team. I am going to move Lou Williams, probably just for a pick. Lou Williams and Ricky Pierce both. I don't really need either of them on this team. So if I can just get picks, I don't need anybody special. Like, I know it's hard to just trade for picks when rosters look like this, but Charlotte wants to give me 2 firsts. It's not like I'm really going to be using these firsts for much. I mean, I have an unlimited salary cap. Ricky Pierce will get traded. And Bam Adebayo is just here if I do want to throw him into a trade. So, come on. Just anything, please. Okay. All right. Maybe I'll throw Ricky Pierce into a trade. Same goes with Al Horford. So, what starting position do I really maybe want to look to improve? I love Sean Kemp, but he's just a 90 overall. It depends who's in free agency, obviously. That's really what I'm going to be on the lookout for. Kobe's here. Okay. I got to sign Kobe. That's the max lets me give him. I'll give him a player option and no trade clause. Give me Kobe. Fucking A. I would have killed for that. AI's here as well. He's not a bad second option. I mean, obviously, he's never going to be Kobe, but, like, I'll still take it. Looks like we're going to get AI, so Penny's probably going to go back to the point guard spot. So that's my 190-plus signing. Do I have any free agents here? Yeah, we got a couple. Karis LeVert was on this team. I don't really care if Brian Winters comes back. I didn't even know we had Brian Winters on this team. Allen Iverson, welcome to the team. Carlos Boozer is also one of our free agents. Wouldn't mind trying to bring him back as well. I mean, it says we don't have bird rights on him, but Kobe goes to Portland. That's just weird. It says we don't have bird rights on him, but obviously we have an unlimited salary cap. So, oh, unless he signed. No, he didn't sign. Oh, is this like affordable? That's crazy. I mean, we have an unlimited salary cap. I'll bring back Carlos Boozer as well. He was on this team. So those two are back. And now I'm probably going to go ahead and try to make a trade for a new starting power forward. I love Sean Kemp. I love him. But again, I'm going for overalls here. I know people always get mad when I do this. You're like, you just traded two really good players. I know. I'm going for overalls. So let's see what power forwards we get offered. Jermaine O'Neal's not a bad guy at all. Tom Heinsohn, Celtics broadcasting legend. Bernard King. Dennis Rodman, he's just 36 years old. All right, I'm probably going to look. Yeah, let's look in the actual spot of power forward. Tim Duncan would be crazy. It's just not going to happen, obviously. Karl Malone's 34. Bob Pettit's here. Elvin Hayes. Chris Webber, I really like. I would not mind trying to get like Kevin McHale. Obviously, his trade value is going to be crazy high. Sean Kemp, Kevin McHale has no trade clause, so that's cool. Bob Pettit is not a bad second option. Well, he has A+ 3-point shoot. Was Bob Pettit a shooter? I mean, I really wasn't alive for when he played, obviously, but all right. I'll also throw you Al Horford and a first-round pick from Charlotte. And I'll also give you... Oh, wait, I have... This is why I kept Bam Adebayo. I'll throw him in the trade. There we go. We pick up Bob Pettit. That's a really solid addition. I did not know he could honestly shoot the basketball. So he has an A+ 3-pointer. I believe it he does. If he might not, I don't really know. Shaq's still not going to have a backup. Ricky Pierce is just going to be on the roster probably. Penny Hardaway is going to go back to the shooting guard spot. Or excuse me, the point guard spot. He's going to go down to a 96, but I'm fine with that. So Dennis Johnson is going to be the backup. He's probably going to be our sixth man. Michael Redd still serviceable off this bench. Bob Dandridge in here. He's at an 89 overall. I'm fine with that. Boozer and Pettit and then Shaq. So we're all set. I'll see you guys at the start of the second year. Year number 2 here, and this is how the rotation is looking. Penny Hardaway back at that point guard spot. Allen Iverson, our new offseason addition in here at shooting guard. Chris Mullin, Bob Pettit, and then our obviously one of the best centers of all time in Shaquille O'Neal here. Bench did actually regress a little bit in Dennis Johnson, Carlos Boozer, Michael Redd, and Bob Dandridge. I think actually everybody kind of regressed a little bit, but we also got some real legend here in Jared Dudley, O'Donnell Foyle, Sean Livingston, and Wayne Ellington. I mean, Sean Livingston given probably would have been an absolute legend if he didn't, cut his leg off, basically. Just get absolutely so fucked up. But yeah, that's the team here for year number 2. Very excited, hoping we can finally win a championship. And I will see you guys at the end of the second season. Now, part of the reason why I wanted to take Shaq is that I see him always winning MVPs in these Legends fantasy draft rebuilds. So I did it, and now he's 2 for 2. 26 points, 16 boards, 2 assists, 1.5 steals, 3.5 blocks a game is crazy. What might be a little crazier is that we win 74-8 with this team. Very, very happy with it. Yeah, Anthony Cohen Jr., I couldn't tell you. Gordon Hayward, 6th man of the year for the Toronto Raptors. So yeah, it's like prime Gordon Hayward, 90 overall. Bill Russell, once again, defensive player of the year. Luka Doncic, most improved, again. Weird. Greg Popovich going to win coach of the year for us. So we got probably the best coach, him or Phil Jackson, of all time, I would say. I mean, maybe, that's my opinion anyways. That's my opinion. Red Auerbach, Jesus Christ, is obviously up there. But I think Pop and whatever the fuck his name is, I'm totally blanking. Phil Jackson are definitely my top 2. All right, so 74-8 player stats on the year. Shaq led us in scoring. Allen Iverson was the second close. Bob Pettit had a really solid year for us as well. Chris Mullin, Penny Hardaway. I mean, double-digit assists. That's all I really need from him. Rebounds per game was obviously Shaq, and assists was Penny Hardaway. So team stats, how did we do in points per game? We were second. Only the Timberwolves, first in defense, did give us the best differential by 7.1 points. So we got, we're in the West right now. Over to the East, we're taking on Charlotte in the first round. Earl Monroe, Walter Davis, Kiki Vanderway, Kevin Durant, Nikola Jokic. It's a good team. I think we're definitely a lot better, though. That's just my opinion anyways. I would like to get this done in 4 or 5 games at the most. I think we can definitely do that. We're up 3-0 right now, and we go ahead and close them out in a sweeping fashion. On to the Eastern Conference semifinals. We are going to be taking on the 5-seeded Atlanta Hawks. Derrick Rose, damn, that was a close pick for me. Reggie Miller, Sean Elliott, Dirk Nowitzki, Pau Gasol, Dirk, and Derrick Rose with Reggie Miller shooting would just be an absolutely crazy fucking team. Boston and Orlando there in the bottom of the East. This is going to be a good series matchup for us right here. We are up 3-0, though.
I'm imagining Shaq's just probably bullying everybody. We have Orlando here in the Eastern Conference Finals. JoJo White, Tony Allen's in the starting lineup. Like, I love Tony Allen. I just don't know if he should be in a starting lineup of an all-time team. Billy Cunningham, Kevin Garnett, Patrick Ewing. Shaq versus Patrick Ewing. Love to see it. It's the Lakers of Minnesota over there in the Western Conference. We are up 3-1 here against Orlando. Going back to the NBA Finals and taking on these Timberwolves once again. Calvin Murphy, David Thompson, Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Dwight Howard. I don't think they had Dwight Howard last time. Goddamn, Shaq versus Dwight Howard, that would be a crazy matchup. 3-1, come on, baby. Feed me a championship. Feed me a championship. Let's go. Shaq goes on to win Finals MVP in 6 games, 40.5 minutes. Averages 25 points, 12 boards, 1.5 assists, 1 steal, 3, almost 4 blocks a game. So we get a championship done in year number 2. If we do make it to the one in the next year, we do, like, I'll try to hop in and get some gameplay is what I'm trying to say. So, assistant coach, we probably don't have much of a budget for one. Nick White's like just not good though. God damn. Can I get like, all right, give me Steven Dawkins if he wants to come in here. I don't need a scout at all. It literally does not matter. Let's head up to the NBA draft right now. Okay, I don't know how we're getting blessed with all these picks, but somehow we are. Actually, what I'm going to do is swap these two. I don't know how we're getting blessed with all these picks right now. I mean, it's working out for me because I'm obviously going to allow me to, make another trade. Unfortunately, we have a ton of free agents, which is going to be tough. I might try to trade the pick for somebody straight up. I don't really know who I could get, though. I have to remember who all my free agents are. So what I'm actually going to do is, like, take a picture of this, and I'll be back with a trade. All right, so I just decided I'm going to draft somebody at number 6. I just don't have enough guys on my team right now to actually make a good enough trade if that would be worth it. Basically, I took pictures of everybody because there's so many guys I have to resign, and we're not going to have bird rights on all of them. So, yeah, like this, it really doesn't matter. I'm just going to take the highest ranked prospect, Jonathan Kuminga, just because he's probably going to have some trade value. I will look to move him eventually. So, free agency is huge for me here. Kuminga is going to come onto this team. He's going to be a 79 overall. Team player options, we have none. Shaq is my first and pretty much number one priority. First and number one mean the same thing. I was going to say only, but we do have more than one priority on this team. So, into free agency, MJ's here. Shaq is my big offer here. I'm giving him, like, yeah, $265 million, player option, no trade clause. Hopefully he takes that. He's going to. Penny Hardaway is number 2 with a bullet. Yeah, that kind of has to happen. Player option, no trade clause for Penny as well. And then, okay, we actually do have bird rights on pretty much everybody here, so that's actually not that bad. I'm going to try to re-sign Dennis Johnson. That's not, like, key for me. Chris Mullin wouldn't be. Chris Mullin's our starting small forward, correct? Yeah, I believe he was. I'm going to try to re-sign Chris Mullin, but I also kind of do want to go out and sign somebody. Like, could I sign MJ possibly? Or maybe a Kevin Durant? Tim Duncan's here as well. I would love to try to sign MJ. I just don't know if... Like, is that kind of cheesing the system? Yeah, you know what? I haven't done one of these in a while. If I'm going to get MJ, I'm not even going to get him anyway, so that's fine. Shaq and Penny are going to come back. Chris Mullin I do want to bring back. Ricky Pierce can go. Bob Pettit I want to bring back as well. Yeah, the rest of these guys can just go here. So I'm going to... Michael Jordan to the Lakers. That's just so gross. Bob Pettit's kind of somebody I need to bring back. I mean, he was our starting power forward last year. So Bob Pettit, I'm just going to, yeah, he should accept that. So now, like, Isaiah Thomas is here. Magic Johnson's here. I mean, there are a lot of good guys here. Ooh, Julius Erving. Dr. J. Only 28 years old. Can I maybe sign Julius Erving? I'll give you a pretty large contract if you want to take it. Nope. You fucking asshole. Elgin Baylor's here as well. I kind of fuck with Elgin Baylor. Could go after Dirk. You know what? I'm going to try to sign Elgin Baylor. Hopefully he'll accept this. Elgin Baylor is an absolute fucking stud. I'm hoping he'll come on to this team. He is going to accept that offer. So, yeah, we're going to sign Elgin Baylor as well. I wouldn't mind bringing back pretty much all these guys here. I will try to do that after this, obviously. Dennis Johnson wouldn't be bad. How old is Dennis Johnson now? He's 29. Well, not bad. Julius Erving goes to the Celtics. All right, so we are just going to go ahead and try to re-sign as many of these guys that are still here. Let's go ahead and we'll give an offer for Chris Mullin. And then we'll give an offer for Michael Redd, who, I mean, none of these guys have any contracts, so might as well. And then we do need to make an offer for Dennis Johnson. So hopefully we get all of them back. I don't even know if we're going to get them back or not. I'm not scrolling all the way down there. We will obviously see after this. Bob Dandridge. Do I even need Bob Dandridge? I don't think I do. No, I do not need Bob Dandridge. So, yeah, this team's kind of all set now. I might just try to trade Michael Redd and Jonathan Kuminga for a better backup, like, shooting guard, I guess. Michael Redd is, like, more than serviceable, but why not? I don't need Jonathan Kuminga. Michael Redd will do a first-round pick from the Hornets. I mean, let's just see what we can get at the shooting guard spot. DeMar DeRozan. I do like Rep Hamilton. Klay Thompson might bring some really solid shooting to this bench. Drazen Petrovic. I don't know. I don't know if I want to trade Klay Thompson. I don't know if I want to trade Klay Thompson. I don't know if I want to trade Klay Thompson. I don't know if I want to trade Klay Thompson. I don't know if I want to trade Klay Thompson. I don't know if I want to trade Klay Thompson. I don't know if I want to trade Klay Thompson. I don't know if I want to trade Klay Thompson. I don't know if I want to trade Klay Thompson. I don't know if I want to trade Klay Thompson. I don't know if I want to trade Klay Thompson. I don't know if I want to trade Klay Thompson. I don't know if I want to trade Klay Thompson. I don't know if I want to trade Klay Thompson. I don't know if I want to trade Klay Thompson. I don't know if I want to trade Klay Thompson. I don't know if I want to trade Klay Thompson. I don't know if I want to trade Klay Thompson. I don't know if I want to trade Klay Thompson. I don't know if I want to trade Klay Thompson. I don't know if I want to trade Klay Thompson. I don't know if I want I do kind of like Rip Hamilton, but screw it. We'll bring in Klay Thompson. It's just a shooter off the bench. It's not in our starting lineup, so I'm good with that. Yeah, we're all set. I'll see you guys at the start of the third and final season. And for the third and final year, this is how the rotation is going to look. I'm very excited and very happy with how this team came out. Penny Hardaway and Allen Iverson is just an absolutely insane backcourt. Elgin Baylor, our new free agent, absolute fucking stud. Bob Pettit still in here, and then Shaquille O'Neal, kind of been our guy for this whole video. Off the bench, Chris Mullin, Dennis Johnson, Klay Thompson, and Carlos Boozer. It's just so weird to see like Klay Thompson playing 14 minutes a night, Boozer playing 10. Like, it's just weird. It's funny, but let's try to repeat, and I'll see you guys at the end of the third and final season. And it's a clean sweep in the MVP department for Shaquille O'Neal. 23 points, 13 half boards, 2 assists, 1 half steals, 3 blocks per game. 76-6 for us on the year. I mean, this team's just full of fucking studs. Darius Garland wins Rookie of the... Okay. Oscar Robertson, 6-man. Shaq, Defensive Player of the Year, taking it from Bill Russell. Jason Tatum, Most Improved. Love seeing that. That's my Jason Tatum. Greg Popovich, Coach of the Year. 2nd year in a row, I believe. And also, before you guys in the comments jump and being like, yeah, you just signed a bunch of studs. Anybody can do that. I know. I did. That's why I don't, do a ton of these rebuilds. These are more just for fun and entertainment when I understand this isn't a challenge in any way, shape, or form. But if I don't go out and sign these studs, every other team will. And then I'm not going to win championships. And then the video is not entertaining. That's why I do it. So a lot of people like to say that a lot of my rebuilds aren't challenging. I don't care. I love criticism, but it's not. I did make sure this one wasn't challenging on purpose. So Shaq led us in scoring. Elgin Baylor was 2nd. AI, Bob Pettit, Penny Hardaway. I mean, this team is just absolutely insane. Rebounds went to Shaq. Assists went to Penny. Team stats in the year. Points per game. We were first. Defensively, we were first. Far and away best differential. We got Atlanta here in the first round. Derrick Rose, Reggie Miller, Melo, Malone, Pau Gasol. That's a really good 8 seed. But then, I mean, every team's fucking good. I'm not going to keep saying it. So very happy to do this right now. Hopefully winning another championship. I would not mind getting some more gameplay with this team. Finally winning a championship would be the ideal goal here for us. We do go on to win that series in 5 games. Finally playing a new team, taking on Miami. Baron Davis, Anthony Edwards is in your... That's just not going to work. Cliff Hagan, Prime, Kevin Garnett, Brad Daughtry, I believe it is, Devin Booker. Yeah, it's an interesting team. I don't know if that's a really good team, but like, they're going to fucking... Seriously? We're down 2-0 to that team after winning 76 games? Like, that's just not going to happen. I mean, I would say we haven't beat at every position except for power forward. Thank you. Taking on my Celtics here in the Eastern Conference Finals. Nate Archibald, Joff Petri. I don't know who that is, I'm going to be honest. Julius Irving. We tried to get him Zion's here. Patrick Ewing. Goddamn. Shaq has had to face some really good centers. David Robinson, Patrick Ewing. I think it was Karl Malone he had to face. I mean, just some absolute fucking studs, obviously. And year 3, us and the Timberwolves. They did not have Jerry West last year. I mean, you want to talk about teams abusing the system? This is abusing the system. They don't have Larry Bird anymore. They signed Scottie Pippen, Kevin McHale, Dwight Howard. That's fucking nuts that happened. Okay. I would, again, like to win, but I don't know if that's going to happen. It would be cool if we could do it, but that team is just fucking sick. And we're getting blown out of the fucking water here. So for those of you that say it's easy to do this, anybody can do it, please let me know. David Thompson goes on to win Finals MVP as they do beat us in 6. So we got a championship, though. I'm obviously happy with it. This team came out really well. Probably not going to do another Legends Fantasy Draft rebuild for a couple months. So if you guys enjoyed, we ended up with 499 overalls. That's obviously really cool. If you guys enjoyed, you can leave a like down below. That would mean a lot to me. If you guys are new, please make sure to subscribe. Let me know any other video ideas down below in the comment section. I always love looking at those. Also, I apologize. A lot of you have been asking me about this on Twitter. I screwed up on the second episode of the podcast. I rendered it, tried to upload it, and I got like 3 copyright strikes like as I was uploading it. I was like, what the hell? It was like, because I don't know, even like I had never seen it happen before. I was uploading it and like it was scheduled to upload, like it was all ready to go, and it was like, you have copyrights. It was like 2 copyright strikes on one video already. I'm like, first of all, doesn't your video have to be public before you can get copyright strikes? And second of all, like, what am I getting copyright striked for? I didn't use any like in-game footage or anything. Might be one of my new instrumentals. I don't know. I'm going to try to figure that out. So we are going to work on that, try to get that back up. Episode 2 of Let's Talk NBA would obviously be cool. I'm also thinking about maybe trying to make some sort of other podcast that really doesn't talk about basketball a lot, just kind of a general talking podcast. I mean, it's probably not going to interest a lot of you guys, but like kind of shoot the shit, tell some fun stories and stuff like that. So probably going to have a couple friends do that with me. So if you guys are interested in that as well, let me know. I'll probably be hopefully on Spotify, Apple Music, stuff like that. So if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe. Go follow me on Twitter. Links in the description. My merch is on the way. I did order that finally. So if you guys have not seen it yet, make sure to click the link down below in the description. I think it's the first link in the description. It's absolutely fire. Couple people already shot me a DM on Twitter. They already have it. It looks really good. Hopefully you guys are going to go check that out. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys all in the next one.